Now, the rest of the story.
Welcome back. Well, same day, different job. This video is 5 hours. I filmed this 5 hours after last night's video, for those of you that are keeping track. I'm trying to get this new seating in. I currently have 10 acres down. The biggest thing that was slowing me down was doing the end rows. I actually ended up having to do about I actually did 8 rounds around the outside to make sure I had enough room to turn around, because I like being able to just pull out, spin around, and come back in. Yep, I'm in the 7600. It's purely a luxury decision. The 7600 is a lot more fun a lot more comfortable to drive across the field than bounce around in the 4020, especially when I'm running at, well, I'm actually bouncing between 5 and 5.5 miles an hour. The drill is working awesome. Dad and Ryan actually had it dialed in really close out at Ryan's place when we were doing Dad's seeding. He was within half of a bag of alfalfa seed of, I'm on camera. I spy a drone. And we actually have the extra bag of seed here just in case. This is about the easiest running you can really get when it comes to planting anything. It's a square-ish field with a little bit of a leg off of it. I already have the leg planted, plus all the outside rounds. And if you can see behind me, it's just knocking it out back and forth, just as being as efficient as I can. But I'm doing the old Farmer Brown GPS guidance technique. I did the outside round, the first round, you do a lot of weaving and dodging of tree limbs and sticks, whatever else might be sticking out of the field. Ryan did a good job of getting the groundwork down really nice. And on my second pass, Dad had taught me that from way back when I first started raking. No, let me rephrase that. That was cutting hay. You do your outside round. It wasn't just raking hay, it was raking hay, cutting hay, and it was actually planting. Oh, crap and a cracker. Poor choice. Set my cell phone right down in front of my hydraulic lever. I don't know. It's spring season. I'm trying to multitask here. Where was I? Oh, planting, whatever other jobs you're doing. But when you're doing an outside round, you do your first pass and it's kind of crooked and it's definitely far from straight. And on your second pass, you actually do whatever overlapping you really need to do to try to make it as straight a pass as you possibly can. That's overlapping into your first pass, because if you do too many passes where you're doing this and you're getting a lot of curves and zigzags, by the time you get on your fourth and fifth pass, those little turns and curves you're getting are going to be really exaggerated and awfully ridiculous if you continue to do them. So that is also one of the, you see Ryan flying his drone back there. I could hit the brakes and have him rear end the drill. I wouldn't do that. It's not fun when that thing crashes. So, I don't know what you guys all want to know. I know a whole lot of a little bit of nothing. At least that's what it feels like right now. I just want to be moving. I think that's pretty much this year's theme for planting. Don't care, just go. I say as long as everything is working like it should and nothing's falling apart or dragging behind you like it shouldn't be, the big thing I'm trying to do is, the way we currently have the oats and the alfalfa seed currently set up in this drill is we're burning through much more alfalfa. I don't know if that's the right way to say that. We're burning through our regular amount of alfalfa like we always used to, but we actually cut down the amount of oats we're putting down. We cut it down by about a third. So now I've actually been carrying a bag of alfalfa seed in the tractor with me because I can burn through, I can fill the drill up full of oats and alfalfa seed, go through, plant until the alfalfa gets burned down, where I gotta throw a bag in it, and keep planting, and I can actually do about 2 bags of alfalfa. Now the correct number would be I can do about 4 bags of alfalfa to 1 full hopper or 1 full fill up of oat seed. And I'm being really careful here to make absolute certain here that I'm not going to run out. Yeah, this is Ryan's ground, this is Ryan's seeding, this is Ryan's hay, this is going towards Ryan's cows. I am the one currently seeding it. It doesn't matter if this is my ground, Dad's ground, Ryan's ground. All 3 of us, we are family. We all want each other to succeed in our farming businesses. Granted, we're separate, but we're not. We do not want to see each other struggle or fail. And that is why I want to make certain that I'm doing the best job that I possibly can seeding this down, even though that in the end, I'm not getting any benefit from this ground whatsoever. Ryan is using, well, I'm using my tractor to seed it. We're using Dad's grain drill to seed it down. We help each other out. We don't charge each other to use each other's equipment. That baffles a lot of people when I've had, we've had a few people show up unannounced on the farm. That's not something I encourage, everyone. But a couple people that we've actually sat and talked to, I don't want to say we sat and talked to them either, but in conversations we've had with people have a hard time wrapping their minds around the fact that I don't charge Ryan or Dad hours to put hours on my 76. It's part of the greater good. I don't really see how it's hurting me. I'm using Dad's equipment, Ryan's using my equipment, Dad's using Ryan's equipment, Ryan is using mine. I mean, between the grain carts and the tractors, the different implements, the combine, we're all here to help each other out. The only thing I guess that doesn't hold entirely true on would be the semi, the Freightliner truck. The deal with that is Ryan's truck. We are paying, Dad and I are paying Ryan the same rate we're paying any of the other truckers that were coming through and we were hiring to haul for us. It's no different for the cost-wise for Dad and I to have Ryan haul for us. The big plus side to having that truck and paying Ryan to run that truck is the fact that that truck is here. It's only being used to haul one of the 3 of ours crops, Dad, Ryan's, or I's. So we don't have to wait for a truck. We don't have to worry about being here for a trucker that can only be here at a set time throughout the day. It is on our own schedule. It gives us a lot more flexibility, being able to even just load a truck with our corn or beans and being able to take that right away in the morning, especially with beans. Beans are a temperamental crop. When it comes to trying to get beans out of here, typically we can do about 2 truckloads a day, just with our harvesting capacity, plus with the amount of hours in a given day that you can typically harvest soybeans. I just gotta check everything over. See, I gotta talk to you and then glance back and make sure I'm seeing seed coming out of all the tubes here. But the big plus side to having a truck is that when we start harvesting, say for the first day in the fall that we start harvesting soybeans, the first implement, the first thing that we are going to fill is that semi. And if we can only get one load hauled out a day, if you've heard some pretty extreme, I imagine everybody that is familiar with agriculture has heard extreme cases where you're going down to the elevator and you're sitting for 3 or 4 hours at a time. It's very common, especially when you're trying to harvest beans. It seems like everybody in the area is trying to harvest beans at the exact same time. So it's very common to hear that the truck's got to sit for hours at a time, which in turn rolls around to, all right, if we can get Ryan down there first thing in the morning and he doesn't back till noon, which is, extreme case, and Dad and I want to start harvesting. We have 2 grain carts, that 500 bushel easy trail, which I really like, by the way. I would actually like to get like a 600 or 700 bushel Underfirth or a Brent, and maybe not use it and fill it completely full when we got to haul up and down the road, but it is nice just having that extra capacity around. When you have one of those wagons, they're handy. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They're handy. They're nice to have. But between the M&W, the Easy Trail, both grain carts, the combine in an extreme case, by the time Ryan is able to come back from the elevator, we're able to at least run out the carts and the combine, and say the elevator closes and we can still run. We can still go through and fill up the carts, and if we know it isn't going to rain or snow, even the combine. So just having that truck is going to be huge. A huge push on our efficiency in the fall. And many people are probably wondering if we aren't on good terms with our old trucker. We're actually on good terms with our trucker. He actually hauled some grain for us this spring because Ryan and our other guy were hauling at the same time to try to get caught up on the amount of grain we could haul. Elevator called up. We called up the elevator. Hey, are you guys taking corn this week? Yeah, we had a train come in. We emptied up some space. He's like, can't promise you we're going to be taking grain for very long. So he says, I can promise you today, maybe tomorrow. So we actually did have our past trucker haul for us and Ryan hauling, trying to get as much grain down there as we possibly could. So definitely didn't burn any bridges there. Oh. All I know is that I can kind of understand why Dad likes to seed oats, because honestly this is kind of, I don't know, relaxing, if that's the best way to say it. Once you do a few acres and you get a pretty good idea how much ground you can cover before you need to start worrying about seed again. Well, when the camera was off, I was actually kind of kicked back in the reclining position and just kind of watching my track here. The 76, what it has over the 4020, made it really easy for me to be able to seed this. Compared to running the 4020, is that the wheel spacing on the 76 is set up like the 4020 used to be for, 38-inch rows. And that's how Dad used to plant, and how I'm planting right now is running the outside tire on top of my grain drill pass, the grain drill tire, and that's lining me up pretty well perfect with my last pass, and takes a lot of the guessing out of it. Dad was running the 4020 the other day. I'm well past an 8-hour work week, which is our work day, let's just say that much. So tomorrow night's video, if I manage to carry this over into planting beans here once I'm done here, I'm probably going to be even more out of it yet. But when Dad was running the drill with the 4020, there's a bit more guessing there because his tires are narrower, so we actually had to guesstimate farther off from his last wheel track from the grain drill to line him up where he should be. So, it works. You just gotta kind of get used to your passes, and let's be honest, if I wasn't in the 76, you guys wouldn't be listening to me right now, because the 4020, I can't really talk to you guys. I do have this bracket in the corner post. That's probably going to stay. I have another one coming. My friend was able to find one, but he had to order it, which, big deal. It's kind of a small investment. At least I can have a bracket, a heavy bracket at that, in each of these tractors, in the 82, the 76, and I'm thinking about, I got to look at the 46, if I can set it up in the 46 too. I mean, it has the corner post holes on it, but I'm not sure with the way my camera setup is if there's enough clearance there. But it would be nice to have dedicated camera mounts in each of the tractors, so that way I can just pull my camera out and then just move it from tractor to tractor. I'm not worried about having to come up with a bracket or a mount or anything. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I need to get out and check the seed. And oh, my jaw's starting to hurt talking too fast. So you guys are watching the rest of the story. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for riding along. These are the videos that sitting back and relax and talk to everybody like you guys are riding along with me, like you're my co-pilot. Everybody seems to like these, and these are the videos I really shine on anyway. So with that, take care, take it easy, keep in touch. Stay tuned for tomorrow night's video to see what kind of progress I make throughout the rest of tonight, or in the next 12 hours, 24 hours. Until then, bye.